Hello, everyone, and welcome to Raising Vibrations, and welcome to the Aquarians. And this is your sun sign forecast for 2016. And so I hope you enjoy this new direction I'm taking with regards to this channel. I'm looking to teach more of evolutionary astrology to everybody and to get this information out there. So let's go have a look at your chart. All right. Firstly, what we're going to be doing is talking about the solar cycle, and this is for the sun moving through the constellation Cancer, which you can see over there. And this will be for the 22nd of June to the 22nd of July, okay? And so for you, the solar cycle is landing in the 6th house of the Aquarius archetype, meaning that this is about self-development for you, okay? Virgo, the 6th house, is all about how we develop within ourselves, maturity, growth, how we take the necessary steps in our lives to follow the dreams that we wish to actualize in our lives. And it can be a very challenging thing because, you know, for most of us, we see and idolize certain people's creations and manifestations, and we kind of not know how to get to that place. And Virgo helps us with that process by asking for that discipline, asking for that sense of every single day, just one foot in front of the other, just progressively building on something and helping yourself out. Now, I'm not entirely sure if this actually this happens for the 6th house transit in solar cycles, but whenever something transits the 6th house, it also implies and brings through deep feelings of lack or criticism, okay? And the only reason why this is the case is because Virgo itself reflects the need for improvement. So therefore, there's always an analysis and a sensitivity for where there can be growth. And so it can feel as if for this month, there's a sense of absence, loss of meaning in that way as well. Obviously, because of the fact that Pisces is on its polarity. Okay. Now, collectively speaking, we all have Sun conjunct Venus at this stage, which you can see over there. And for you, this is also landing in your 6th house. So there's this overall sense of new structure regarding what is your new direction. But not necessarily what is your new direction just per se, but it's more along the lines of what are you going to do to improve and make your routines, your way of living a little bit more efficient, and allowing yourself to actually get into a routine that gives you a path for your success, for your direction. Okay, so that's a big deal there for you. And if we look at the Pluto transit that's happening in the 12th house of the astrological chart, you know, Pluto transiting your 12th is a big deal also. In fact, they all are, to be honest. But when Pluto transits the 12th house, there's always this underlying reality that things will be ending. Okay, experiences will be losing their sense of inspiration. And so on a very deep level, there will be these psychological experiences of letting go and loss around a reality, an outdated structure. Okay. And it's very subtle with Pluto. So it's not like something you just see in your day-to-day existence. It's something that sort of transpires over a week or even a month, for that matter. But there's old realities coming to a close, and a new reality will be forming around about 2024 for you. So a big deal. And if we look at the Uranian archetypal structure here, Uranus is in your 3rd house. And of course, this is making an aspect to Mars. So Mars and Uranus are really, really in touch at this point in time. And a lot of it's got to do with the relationship that you have to time. Okay. And what you prioritize. Again, that's a 6th house thing, but priorities in themselves correlate to Mercury, which is the sun here, Jupiter, Gemini, and the 10th house, or Capricorn. And then, of course, Virgo. How do you structure this in a linear way? So with Uranus transiting your 3rd house, there's this sense of like, I'm expanding my mind. I'm expanding my sense of language in reality, but it's not coming in a very easy format to digest. Okay. And what I mean by that specifically is that Uranus transit the 3rd house will always fracture the outdated sort of language you use to connect to people with. And there's an acceleration of your mental capacity. And it can be always difficult to connect with others when your consciousness or your language definitions are a little bit more head and you can't be understood. Neptune transiting your second house of your astrological chart, okay? And of course, these are transpersonal planets. So these are very long archetypal structures that are, evolving the Aquarius archetype. And, with Neptune transiting your second house alongside the South Node and Chiron over there, there's a lot about the inner relationship to yourself that is transcending, okay? An inner sense of what you value, how your resources operate, what your relationship is to your self-worth. These are the big things that are coming up for you when it comes to inspiration and feeling excited and knowing what's real for you and what's not. And you can always know what's real for you when you find that sense of inner love, that inner sense of this is the place I want to be at, okay? Now, Saturn and Mars are traveling together, and they've been traveling for quite some time alongside each other. And again, this is very similar to the Venus-Sun stuff, where collectively we're dealing with this information here. Now, Mars has already been in your 11th house, so a lot about the group dynamics, okay? When we are trying to individuate ourselves and find out who we belong to and what type of tribe will help us, facilitate our dreams, we look to the type of groups that we usually associate with for that support. And so with Mars transiting the 11th house of the astrological chart, that's bringing it to the surface in a very, very big way, okay? But he's moved back into your 10th, so there's that coming back into what direction, how do I define myself, what is my social status, and how do I put authority in my life that gives me a sense of direction. Those are big Capricorn words. And again, with Mars moving through that 10th house of that astrological chart, it's really, really getting stuck in with what is my new direction, okay? And when it moves back into the 11th, it will help Saturn out here more in terms of getting you in touch with the overall reality that emotional integration is all about. And that emotional integration is looking at your life, looking at what's outdated, letting go of that process and reforming new social structures and friends that are more in alignment with what your direction's about, what your mind says, what your new values are. You see how that works? Okay. Fantastic. All right, guys, I hope that helped you out. I just wanted to let you know, of course, we're still having new moons and full moons. So the new moon will be happening on the 4th of July, and that will be in Cancer, which of course will be kicking off this whole entire cycle here of the solar cycle self-development. So that's going to be intensified on the 4th, and obviously the energy vibration will be continuing as we go up until the 19th of July, which is Capricorn. That's the full moon, and that's happening in the 12th house. So I suspect that when it hits your 12th house, a lot of the stuff will come up to the surface regarding what type of friends you feel are necessary for you and what are not. And you'll probably be cutting a lot out, or at least moving into a new circle. Okay. Awesome. All right, guys, have a fantastic week. And just to let you know before you actually go, that I've got Learn Your Chart. And this is an incredibly cool product that I've just recently launched. And basically what it is you send me your birth details and I look at your astrology chart and send you a playlist of about 24 videos showing you how your actual astrology chart is put together with all the different archetypes, so you can learn it for yourself. And then there's a 90-minute reading as well with me. And the details to how to actually know what that's what more there is in the description below, and a link coming up to the top here, okay? All right, and if you're new to this channel, hit the like and subscribe button. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.